Welcome to my allotment, plot 3 in North Warwickshire. We forecast some rain over this bank holiday weekend, so I thought I'd do an update of what's growing. I'm really pleased with how everything's growing really well in the seed compost. Got the mini pop sweet corn there, spring onions, fired 100% by the look of it. Honeydew melons there, and butternut squash, Savoy cabbage, and some courgette bush, some marrow plants there. I will come to the marrow plant in a minute, that's looking a bit sorry for itself. Sweet corn, about 70% has fired up to yet. Some beetroot there, bolt hardy. I've already taken some out, potted them up, ready to go in the ground, where I've had two growing in each cell. And my spare tomatoes are holding back nicely in the smaller pots, where the ones I've potted up in the Polytunnel are racing away. There's my celery in the background. I'll just show you the issue I've had just at the moment. Schoolboy error perhaps. But at the back there I've got my cucumbers. We've got the Atlantic giant pumpkins there. I was told that cucumbers, marrows, etc. don't like water being put directly around the stem, and I've actually, this one here is looking very sorry for itself, and I believe it's going to rot off. It's not happy at all. So, as you've seen me before, I actually put pots around the top. My small sprayer's broken, so the sprayer I bought to spray fence panels, which didn't work, I've got out now, and just spray around the outside. So we don't actually put water around the base of the plant, and hopefully they won't rot off. I'm going to let these dry out a little bit now, and hopefully I won't get any more issues. I've got plenty of everything, but it's not nice to know that you've killed something on purpose. We'll move on. Planted some lettuce in my granddaughter's plot. And there's some raspberry canes that were growing here, there and everywhere. I've planted here also. They should be nice and fresh ones. I'll start taking some mint off soon. My leeks are looking well. I don't think I'll be planting anything in toilet rolls, onion or leek wise again. You can see the difference. We'll move into the polytunnel. Looks like I'll be taking some radishes this weekend. Broad beans getting taller, lots of flowers. Hopefully I'll get pollinated and bear some fruit. Very lucky with the frosts recently. I know Nora and Muddy Boots caught it out, but when the forecasters say it's going to get down to 3 degrees, we normally get a frost where we live. So when it said it was 2 degrees, I covered everything up. These are growing nicely. When I water these, I water down the side of the lamp cover, and that way it doesn't splash compost soil into the centre of the lettuce. Literally a quick swill and they're done when they're ready, actually been picked and ready to eat. Nice beetroot, they're looking okay, bolt hardy. Your potatoes are Pentel and Javelin, first earlies. I'm going to be taking my carrots out over the weekend, so I'll be showing you what those carrots look like, as well as my lettuce. If you've seen my previous videos, these were planted October, November time, a little bit late in the year, little gem lettuce, and they survived the winter, but they keep getting a yellowy mould, discoloured leaves. I've just been taking those off because the hearts are actually developing quite nicely now, so I'll be cutting a few of them up and we'll do a reveal on those. My tomatoes, Gardener's Delight, Moneymaker, they'll be planted into these, and as soon as some of these lettuce are out, I should be putting the rest of the pots down here. They're the two parsnip kitchen roll tubes, the taproot experiment. I'll be revealing those this weekend as well. On the last video on my allotment, I finished planted some of those that were ready. The actual kitchen roll broke in half and I broke the taproot. The taproot was over 4 inches long with leaves just like that. That's why you must not be tempted to grow them in pots. The taproot needs to find the depth and the water. But we'll do a reveal on that over the weekend. My first pea pod in the middle of the screen. It'll be a fight to see who gets that when it develops. These are my French beans. The top ones are developing quicker than the bottom, possibly because of the warmth and the sunlight. And I think I've planted all my runner beans the wrong way up. There's the roots. I think, and there's the top of the head. So I think I should have planted them that way down. I've planted them that way. Rookie mistake. Wasn't watching properly when Jim's allotment was planting his runner beans. But I do also believe, I think he had some that the roots popped up as well. Some more of my celery. We've got the broccoli, red arrow. Hopefully I've got enough there for picking February, March, April, May of next year. And the lettuce. As soon as they've developed a bit better, I'll get them in the ground. But you don't want too many ready at one time, so keeping them restricted in the pots sometimes helps. But I think I planted too many seeds again. Our kiwi. I don't know whether I've got to prune this in a particular way, but I want to guide it round the polytunnel. I'll have grapes in the other 3 corners, but I think I just want to see whether it fruits this time. I've only ever seen one flower, but it came to nothing. It's just started to spit rain now, so let's have a quick look outside. Radishes have just started to come through. That's the last lot I put in. These are just coming on nicely now. Seem to do so much better outside, radishes. Don't know why. I've put some oxygenating plants in the pond. As you know, I've got to reline that, and I've made an escape for any creatures that do get in there and can't get out. Disappointed. Made a reasonably nice job of that, and it leaked. But never mind, we will learn. On close inspection, something was having a little nibble on my cabbage. So I put some more pellets down. And there he is. Well, you can see the trail anyway. And I haven't seen any other damage. Seemed to be a hell of a lot of whitefly about again. I've tried everything, washing up liquid, mixed with something else, and vinegar. But I've just been irritating them this last week with my new big spray bottle. I've just been watering them with that and giving the underside of the leaves a good battering. And hopefully they'll just get fed up. But perhaps I'll get fed up first. We'll move on. The leaves on the peas have been nibbled, so I'll give them a little drink of something tasty. They seem to have gone away. These lettuce that I took out of the polytunnel to make so I could get me grapevine out the corner, I've also got the yellowing on the leaves, but I'll be patient. Hopefully I've used these before my next lot of peas go in. Broad beans over there, they're okay. The leaves are looking a little bit black on the edges, but they seem to be growing fine. My second earlies are in the first 3 rows, and they poked their heads out recently, so I've raised them up, heaped into the ridges. There's Charlotte, 3 rows of Desiree, and 3 rows of King Edward. This support will be for me cucumbers. Grew quite well outside last year. Picked them nice and early. These onions were the spares. Thought might as well put them in the ground, and they're growing fine. The asparagus, don't know. I bought it cheap. I don't know whether it's supposed to be showing yet or not. Some people are picking it. 2 rows of parsnips and 2 rows of turnips. The rest of the parsnips will have to go out soon. And my onions are doing absolutely fine under the cover there. Better than the ones that are actually in the polytunnel. But it was just an experiment. But the outside ones have caught up. So that's where I'll be leaving them in future, outside. And everything's growing well, greening up. I've got buds on the blueberries. Hope the frost doesn't catch them. And we've had a few pickings of rhubarb. No crumble though, just boil it down and tuck in. Many thanks to you, subscribing, commenting. Everybody's comments has been really useful to me. Many thanks to everybody. Happy growing.